Hey, with Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the chairman of the Democratic Party at the party's headquarters. And Congresswoman, you have been hammering Mitt Romney for days now for not releasing more of his tax returns. He says he doesn't want to turn over hundreds of thousands of pages to Democratic Party Oppo researchers. Why will you not let go of this issue?
Well, because the glimpse, however small, that we've gotten into the 1 year of Mitt Romney's tax returns has shown us that the American people really deserve to know more about Mitt Romney's finances. Investments in a Swiss bank account and in the Cayman Islands and in a Bermuda corporation, which he transferred to his wife's name one day before he became governor of Massachusetts. Look, those are known tax havens.
Okay, nothing illegal here, let's be clear.
No, but the question is we don't know.
Right, but don't you think the average voter at this point cares more about the economy in the future than what Romney, who everybody knows is very wealthy and is going to put his money where he thinks he can make the most for him, cares more about what he did on his tax returns unless he did something clearly improper?
Of course voters care about, and they should, about focusing on job creation and getting the economy turned around. But Mitt Romney has used his experience at Bain Capital and in the private sector, which is where his experience was.
That's his calling card.
Right. I mean, that's the premise of his candidacy for president. So, when he talks about his job creation at Bain Capital, the time that he spent at Bain, the whole record needs to be examined. I mean,
any danger of overkill here by you in the Obama campaign, with Stephanie Cutter of the campaign saying could have committed a felony here? I mean, those are pretty harsh words.
But the thing is we don't know, because Mitt Romney is the first candidate in modern history for a major party. It's the most secretive presidential candidate, I think, in modern history, that has not released more than a year of tax returns. Even his own father set a precedent.
Well, he's going to release the second year. John McCain released 2 years. What their comeback is.
Mitt Romney has not said he's going to release the second year. He's going to give us an estimate of the second year. That is not the same thing. Mitt Romney's own father released 12 years of tax returns and said that 1 year wasn't enough because it might be an anomaly.
What I'm getting from this is you're not giving up this issue.
No, Mitt Romney needs to come clean and give the voters the opportunity to look at his finances so that we can see, whether there were any, what was going on there.
On a conference call the other day, John Sununu, the former New Hampshire governor and major Romney surrogate, said, as you know, that the President of the United States should learn how to be an American. Now, he later said he regretted that. What did you make of that choice of words?
I think that choice of words was deliberate. I think it was the reaction of a campaign that feels like a cornered animal, that is desperate and flailing to hit back in any direction.
If the choice of words was deliberate, what was the message being conveyed?
Well, I think that they've done their best to try to pick up on the Tea Party extremists who have questioned President Obama's birth in the United States, questioned his commitment to the United States of America, and they have gone right down into the gutter. That's what that was designed to do. Apologies notwithstanding, they are in real trouble. They've had no legitimate response to why they haven't released his tax returns.
Okay, we've talked about that. So, but you think it's a kind of a dog whistle to the birthers and other elements of the Republican right?
I think they're doing their best to distract from the fact that they have had a terrible couple of weeks.
Okay.
That the Boston Globe revealed that he was head of Bain Capital, president, sole owner, and CEO till August of 2001.
Okay, you keep circling back. Let me move on.
Because that's why I'm answering your question, because the reason that they are doing that, trying to send dog whistle messages to the extremists in the Tea Party and to suggest to moderates and independents that somehow President Obama is not American. It's disgusting.
Many Democrats, as you know, are skipping the convention in Charlotte. And
no, not many.
Well, enough swing state Democrats are skipping it that there's starting to be a lot of talk about whether or not they want to be so closely identified with President Obama at the top of the ticket.
Look, every member of Congress, every candidate for office decides where they need to concentrate their time. The most valuable thing for a candidate is their time, the most precious resource. And so there are some that think, their time is best spent during that week-long period in their districts, and it's certainly not many. It's a handful, and it's not surprising to me. And look, I think that if a candidate feels like their time is best spent in their district,
but it goes beyond
stumping
time.
For votes,
it goes to question of whether or not they think it would be a political liability.
It's got nothing to do with whether it's a political liability.
Nothing to do at all.
None.
They just happened to be busy that week.
No, I mean, I think, look, it's pretty understandable, actually, given that the focus of a Democratic or Republican National Convention is the presidency of the United States. it's hard to cut through as one candidate for Congress all of the attention that's not focused on your congressional race, and you can get a lot more attention at home. So for those folks who have decided that that's where their time is best spent, then good for them.
And finally, you've talked on various occasions about your hair and how it's your trademark. And
Yeah.
one day you went on MSNBC and your hair was completely straight, and stories were written about this. What did you make of that?
Well, it's been the way I have been paid attention to with my I guess signature look for my whole life, really, and so.
So was that an aberration? You're not changing it?
I'm not changing it. No, I'm a curly girl. Once a curly girl, always a curly girl. Every once in a while, you'd like to mix it up a little bit, but I hope that I'm known for the substance of the work that I work on. If I get a little extra attention because of my hair, then so be it.
I'm glad we could clear up that confusion.
Yes.
Deputy Wasserman Schultz, thanks
Thanks
very much for
Thank you
joining
very
us.
much.